Number one
of our podcast, which currently has
no title,
no name at the moment. We're very prepared. We don't
even have mic stands. We are holding
the microphone. I have my nose resting on my mic.
Yes.
It's a very, very big nose.
Yes. Johnny's holding his mic like a sword. There can be only one.
Live by the door. Live by the door. Die by the door. Live by the sword. Die by the mic.
I am using a dynamic microphone, so I'm holding it like a duck.
Yes. Had to get that beer.
Perfect sound effect for it.
We're about 3 beers. Well, I'm 2 beers in. He's got a third one he's working on. I got a thing of vodka.
We've made a lot of mistakes tonight.
We were not expecting to do this. Anyway,
yeah, so, okay. This podcast is going to be about, we're just going to party and watch fucking really, like, the shittiest horror movies we can find.
And sometimes softcore porno.
Apparently, that's another one of our fuck ups tonight. For the first episode we're doing, the movie Johnny has decided.
Hey, the trailer did not advertise it in such a manner that I was like, this is definitely something to be whacking it to.
Yeah, it's called Werewolf in a Woman's Prison.
It's a pretty direct title, and that's actually the entirety of the plot next to the softcore porn stuff.
Yeah, we should have known better just by the title. The trailer kind of like shoved it right in our faces, but we chose to ignore it.
Yeah, and looking back, actually, there were a lot of titties in that trailer for it to not be a softcore porno.
Yeah, but I didn't see one vagina, so.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I mean, softcore porn can't show vagina.
I think you can show lips.
Really?
I think so.
I don't watch softcore porn because I'm not lame. I mean, we just watched one now, but it was a horror movie porno, so that is different.
I don't know who the fuck watches softcore porn. The internet exists. Like, why the fuck would you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who's like, oh, man, I'm so hard up to jerk it, but man, do I hate looking at penetration. It's icky.
I don't want to actually see the genitals because
I want them to bounce around on top of each other. If they don't bounce around on top of each other, moaning in this beautiful mockery of sex, I just can't get it up.
Nah, it's terrible. And I mean, if you have HBO and you're a kid, I can see it.
I can see it. If you're a small child and you're looking to see some titties and limp dicks, softcore porn is the way to go.
I mean, we did it.
Yeah,
don't lie. We did it. We were
it.
Kids. We stayed up all night smoking the herbs and
smoking from the herb garden,
becoming limp dick detectives, trying to spot that thing bouncing under a butt all night.
Shout out Justin Stanbook. Whoa.
God, that's all he did was look for that limp dick.
Look for the limp dick every time.
I still question that boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyways, episode 1 is about Werewolf in a Woman's Prison. It was a fantastic film.
It's fucking great.
The cinematography was amazing.
Special effects, fantastic.
Oh, the gore, so realistic.
Off the fucking wall.
So realistic.
The wall. That shit was like Vans. It was off the wall.
Yeah. There was literally an entire scene. I'm not going to get to that yet. We got to save it for when it comes.
Yeah, dip our toes in a werewolf in a woman's prison. We don't want to go balls out.
Yeah. I just wanted to draw, if there were any listeners on this, I wanted to draw them in with that scene, you know? You know which one I'm talking about, in the desert?
Oh, God.
Where their survival tactics make no sense whatsoever.
No, yeah, that's oh man, there's a lot of points that we took. We actually took notes. We're way more into this than you would think, judging from the fact that we're drinking.
Well, we started drinking and then realized, oh fuck, if like we watch this movie right now,
yeah, we're
going to forget everything. And when we start trying to tell you guys about the movie itself, it's going to be a fucking mess because
there's a weird dog over there.
Because of rage.
There's a rabbit currently nearby. It looks like a weird dog.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's one fucked up dog. Anyways, all right, we keep getting sidetracked, man.
Yeah.
Maybe we cut it down to only a couple beers next time. It'll be easier to focus, you know?
I guess.
All right, so
starting off with the movie proper, title sequence, there is none. By the way,
hang on. Let's start with the trailer.
Okay.
Let's start with the trailer. Because the trailer...
Are you talking about that fake movie voice the guy had in the trailer? Like,
yes.
In a world where werewolves go to prison.
Exactly.
It
pretty much gave away all of
gives away the
deaths. Everything that's important in the film is given away in the trailer. Don't fucking watch it.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Whole movie is on YouTube, though. So you can actually watch it for free.
But I think it's censored because we hit that scene with those gigantic tits. And the nipples were below screen, so they weren't below screen in the version we watched.
They're kind of below screen regardless because of droop.
They do hang. They hang hard. They
hang pretty hard, but what can you expect?
Yeah. Also Spanish subtitles on the YouTube version.
I thought that'd be funny.
Just order the DVD like we did.
DVDs.
Amazon Prime, baby. Yeah, 2-day ships.
Sponsor us, Amazon, please.
All right.
We'll be popular.
So now we're going to finally get into the movie.
Yeah.
Werewolf in a woman's prison.
It's elegant. It's like Shakespeare could have wrote that title.
It is. I can't tell you how many times this movie brought a tear to my eye. And a rager to my pants. A tent to my britches. No God.
Movie starts off pretty strong with the most racist couple ever.
Yes, shot of a tent. This is a couple from the United States.
Oh, in the great nation of Campuna.
Campuna. I don't know if that's supposed to be a play on Cancun.
I'm pretty sure it's Punani.
No, I know, but like you put those two words together, it's Campuna, bro.
I don't think they're that clever to make that. I'm pretty sure these like porn directors are like, nah, man, poon.
Just put the word poon, and I just think it's good. It's fine.
Can we put poon? Cancun. Perfect.
Campuna.
Welcome to Lake Titicaca and Campuna.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure that is exactly how the writing process goes for these fucking people.
Yeah.
Because
But I forgot my note because this actually this is the only negative in this whole movie, and I'm dead serious. The only bad part.
I have no idea what he's going to say because I thought the whole thing was genius.
Is in the beginning, you can hear the generator running for the camera equipment, and it was driving me nuts.
You don't know that's what it is? Maybe they had a generator at their campsite?
There was no generator. I have a generator running with no lights. It was like, that's the soothing sounds of a generator. That's what we can fuck to.
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to defend the film. Because I loved it.
I loved it.
Like I would love my own children.
Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, they are very racist.
Extremely.
Like one of the first lines that comes out of the protagonist, I will call her.
I guess.
Yeah, her mouth in a very racist, Hispanic accent. They're talking about like the area they're in, and apparently it's dangerous, and they've heard like natives say, yeah, exactly. They heard the natives say, "Whoever goes up the mountain doesn't come down."
And they say it like 6 fucking times. Whoever goes up the mountain doesn't come down.
Yeah.
Like, I can picture the guy who said it, like, they were just a step away from me, like, and then the guy fell asleep on their sombrero.
Yeah, seriously.
It was pretty damn bad.
Yeah, they're both clothless, you know. Something's about to happen, it's obvious.
Well, yeah, he tries to go down on her because he went up the mountain, but he couldn't because he went up the mountain.
That's actually one of the notes I have is it cuts away into like the bushes and you see some like werewolf vision. Werewolf vision was just literally like a white circle
on the camera lens.
It was a white circle in the middle of the screen that you could just see through. So it's like an eyeball that you're looking through.
You're looking through one of the werewolf's eyes.
Yeah, so that's how werewolves see, through their own eyeballs.
Who would have thought they use eyeballs just like us? I guess we're not so different after all.
Yeah, but the difference is you don't have to see through your eyeball.
True. We see from the top of the eyeball. We don't see behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, the vision is halfway through the eye. We're like periscoping through like, what's over there?
Yeah. That's tragic. It's not funny. Werewolves, that sucks.
Apparently he just has glaucoma.
Yeah, it could just be a cataract.
He's not a werewolf. He's been up there mauling couples about to have racist sex for several years. Quick shout out. The guy, they're smoking a joint, which becomes a plot point later. Not to spoil this cinematic masterpiece, but
because you will when you watch this movie. Just pay attention to the doobie. Yeah. It's important.
You could tell that it's a doobie because the guy takes like a half of a micron second. I'm pretty sure a blink is slower than that guy hit that joint. But he's like,
yeah, he's like,
oh man, this weed is so harsh.
Fucky Libra.
Oh man, I'm so lit and so sleepy. But that is
okay.
I was gonna say it's
that
great.
Campuna accent.
That's a natural Campuna. I studied really hard.
We researched and put in the work for this.
Campuna accent, authentico. Don't be a pendejo. Go to Authentico Campuna.
You stupid puta.
So,
so
the guy leaves after that baby hit. And he's like, they hear a rustling, and he's like, I gotta go investigate. And then you see the werewolf like hauling ass around the camp for no reason.
It's like wheezing, fucking like
it's
having
really
a tantrum in the bushes.
Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe the werewolf was really old.
It could have been.
It could have been pretty old.
Yeah, I don't really know the laws of werewolves and how they age and shit, but
all I know is that they get ripped apparently from Twilight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big time, bro.
They get dumbass tribal tattoos.
Big time, bro.
Big time, rippy.
That's not important at all.
No, it's not.
So what we're talking about.
Hey, you said
it has nothing to do with Twilight. Just saying, get that thought out of your minds. Don't let that affect your decision on watching this film.
It's an indirect sequel to Twilight.
It is not. You could watch it like that. It might be good. It might be better.
Man, if only Taylor Lautner's character just really had some dumbass softcore sex with a chick. Also, he was a chick. Man,
there's no male werewolves in this film.
We don't know the first werewolf is a man. We can only assume because of his hot ripped bod.
Right. And we should... All right.
We shouldn't assume it's pronouns.
We're not going to hit that 45 minutes.
No, we're going to be an hour in already, baby. We're like 13 minutes in this beast.
Oh, that's fine. Doesn't even matter. Episode 1, trial and error, baby. Maybe we'll be a little more sober next episode. Maybe we'll be a little more drunk. Maybe we'll smoke a little weed.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't know,
Maybe we'll snort some caffeine pills. Because that was a discussion before we started this.
We are 100% serious about our craft. Mac and cheese. Anyway.
Yes.
When he leaves to investigate the sounds, they build tension flawlessly. Werewolf, hauling ass all around the camp. I'm just going to insert that clip of that fucking Australian guy. The dogs came down live and he snarls.
Oh my god. Yeah, you should. You should compare the one I just did to his, because I think mine was better.
It might just be. It's not helping, by the way. I doodled on my page, and I have a werewolf staring me down. And I actually think I captured the spirit of the werewolf costume in my doodle.
It's terrifying, Johnny.
It is.
It's fucking terrifying.
Scary. Those eyes, mad dogging from the page.
It's like its nose is pressing against the top line, too.
How great is what? Did I startle you? I just had to take a dump.
You're skipping ahead, dude. You're skipping ahead.
Barely, by like 2 minutes of softcore porn.
All right, reverse a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so Jack leaves to go take a dump.
That's the can't take a hit guy. His name's Jack.
Yeah, they were like about to fuck, but they heard a noise, or he had to shit in the middle of coitus.
He heard a noise and he had to shit. It was like a double fisted sword.
Okay. All right. This is making sense. This is a movie you need to watch multiple times to understand the complexity in the writing.
This is Donnie Darko.
Yeah, meets Inception. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a multiple watch film.
With the beauty of Requiem for a Dream.
Yes. But more rewatchability.
Yes, because Lord help me, I can't watch that movie.
Fuck no. I will never watch that movie again.
No. But yes, I had to take a dump comes after.
Wait.
9 minutes.
I was getting to something. Hang on, real quick. Let's just rewind just a second. It cuts away to the werewolf, and then when it goes back to the couple in the tent, homie's giving the chick outside of the panties oral. It's sick as fuck. I gotta try it. I bet it tastes great.
That dude's technique flawless.
Yeah, he's just like getting crushed in those thighs, man.
He knows what he's doing.
Didn't even have time to take the panties off.
No.
But yeah, so goes outside to take a shit. The rest of this film is going to go by a little faster. It's just the buildup is just so intricate.
It's ridiculous, the layers. It's like an onion in a box, in another box, and a Matryoshka doll.
It really is.
We'll just take a pull off this old vodka real quick.
Good idea. Good idea. It is Tuesday. Time to make Wednesday terrible.
That's our motto here at this podcast with no name. Time to make Wednesday terrible.
It's Tuesday night. Time to make Wednesday morning fucking horrible.
Tuesday night frights.
Shit. What if we end up not being able to record on Tuesday?
I don't care. We can post it on Tuesday. You know, we'll just cut this part out. We'll just cut this part out, but Tuesday night frights.
We can come up with something better. We might. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll just cut this part out. Unless we don't. It fits.
It doesn't matter. It's episode 1. Anything goes, baby.
You're right. Episode 1.
Suck it or fuck it, bro. So anyways.
Oh, God.
Where are we?
We're at the part where he seduces her with vodka. Brand vodka.
Oh, yeah. He went to take a shit with the vodka brand vodka.
Which is weird. I've never had this shit that was so spiky. I was like, I need a painkiller. Better take my vodka.
I don't think I've ever been so drunk that I was still drinking while taking a shit. You know what I mean? Especially not that vodka brand vodka. He made it a point, too, to explain to her how expensive it was.
It had silver flakes.
Yeah, but then right when they started kissing after their meeting up after the shit he immediately drops the vodka brand vodka in the fire.
How do you seduce a woman? You go off, you scare the hell out of her, then you tell her you just took a shit.
Yeah.
That'll drop the panties.
Sorry, babe, I had to take a dump.
Hey, I know I was giving you over the panties oral, but man, I just took a wicked dump. I get some of that real oral. Yeah. You know what Blumpkin is to it?
Shit. Well, he missed that opportunity because he already took his shit.
Yes, he did.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, they make a big deal in this werewolf movie to say that there's silver flakes in the vodka, even though I'm pretty sure that would be poisonous and kill you. Eventually, like, you can't just drink silver.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they do all sorts of crazy shit, man. One of my coworkers drinks like all this stupid ass artisan water. And like there's
artisan water?
Yes.
It's water. We're made of that.
Dude, there's water that like they charge like $6 or $7 a bottle for because on its way to the bottle, like they run it over gold flakes. Like it's not even in the water. They just run it over.
How do you know? Can you visit the plant and watch them do that?
I don't know.
Like,
I mean, I would if I was gonna.
And in the vein of the softcore porno we just watched that has a werewolf, could I just go up to a chick at the bar and be like, "Hey, you know what a real selling point for me is? Before I have any kind of coitus, I rub my balls over a brick of gold. The gold doesn't come with the coitus. In fact, you can't even tell. But let me tell you, it will knock your socks off."
I would be more willing, I think.
I actually think I might be too, because that's insanity.
Yes, exactly. That's a conjugal visit.
A conjugal visit? I'm not visit. I'm at bar.
I'm confused.
Yeah. So anyway,
we're gonna get to the prison soon.
We will get to the prison. Believe it or not, there actually is quite a bit of this movie that isn't in the prison. In fact, there's no trial, which I gotta bring that up.
We're like not even 3 minutes into the film yet.
No, we're like a good 10 minutes into the film. There's like 10 minutes. Right. There's like 10 minutes of racism before. So the werewolf attacks this guy who just got done taking a dump, talking about his silver vodka, and he's just kissing his girlfriend.
She's like, "Oh, wild animal."
And he's like, "No, baby, it's what you do to me after I take a dump."
And then she's like, "No, you wild
and
animal."
The werewolf obviously like hits the dude in the back, and he's like, "Oh, stop!" And he just goes right back to like trying to tongue fuck this chick's neck. Which is great.
And then he finally turns around, sees it, gets his neck et. And
the front of the neck et, which is a key point here because it's like fully torn out throat.
And then chick grabs a plank, beats the werewolf over the head with it.
Oh my God.
It like slightly lights on fire, runs away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot because they cut to 10 seconds of the werewolf hauling ass for no reason.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny.
Dude, like Olympic sprinter, dude.
I gotta get out of here. I was slightly singed.
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
Oh, man, I've never come across fire. Keep in mind, everything's going to be really dumb sounding when I voice it. Oh, man, I'm a werewolf. I gotta get out of here. I ain't never seen no fire before.
Well, key point of this film is we're pretty sure all of the actors and actresses are porn stars. Terrible, wonderful acting in this film.
I can vouch for the one chick.
Johnny recognizes one. He's an avid...
I am an avid consumer of the pornographic
connoisseur of the all sorts of colors of tubes.
Oh, yeah.
Red
Pink.
tube. Pink tube. Pornography hub.
Yes.
Yes, all those good things.
We gotta keep plugging away at this podcast. Get as many sponsors as we can.
Pornhub.
That'd be the best sponsor in the world.
I mean, Adam and Eve sponsors every fucking podcast. So come on, give me the chocolate.
Yeah, I fucking love dildos and stuff. Adam and Eve, buy their shit.
We are no one.
Get a dildo, go fuck yourself. AdamandEve.com. All right. Anyway.
All right. So, anyways, yeah, boyfriend. Decimated.
Murdered
She
as fuck.
pours a little vodka brand vodka on his
that
wound.
Was great.
Sterilizing
He's like, give me a bandage. And then she just pours vodka down his like open throat.
Yeah. She's like, no, you need a little more, just speak easy. Yeah, so he fucking dies. And then it just like randomly cuts away.
No, you're forgetting a key part.
Oh.
Because the werewolf comes back and nibbles a little bit on the girl's clavicle. Key point here. Bites her right on the clavicle, even though the jaw is not large enough to reach that spot, I just realized.
Yes.
She hits it with vodka brand vodka, which had been sitting in the fire.
Yes, and for some reason, the werewolf smokes a little bit from this vodka. It's like steamy.
It's silver.
Fuck.
Didn't
I just
even catch
realized
that.
That, dude, this movie is genius.
You know what? We might have to go rewatch the softcore porno.
Can we do it in separate rooms this time?
We can.
We should.
Yeah.
I didn't get the full effect.
I didn't get the full effect from all that erotica while I was just sitting next to a dude.
Yeah. Ugh. I may have had the full erect, but I did not get the full effect. Because I did not shoot ropes. All right.
That's a motto, because I did not shoot ropes. All right. So she hits the werewolf with the same fire log, it looks like. And then it lights on fire and cuts to the most dramatic, perfectly done special effects of a corpse falling off of well, apparently there's a waterfall, but two waterfalls, even though there's no water around.
That was the worst effects I've ever seen, dude. It was like MS Paint waterfalls coming off just like a shitty like shot of just a random cliff.
Yeah, and then they just drop, a crash test dummy that was on fire.
And the werewolf noises in this film are insane. They're like, it's like an ox or a bull just like...
Well, no, in the beginning, remember I told you, it was like they just ripped the xenomorph sound effects off. And they're like, yeah, no, that's close enough. That's what a wolf sounds like.
Yeah, Johnny is definitely convinced that majority of this movie is ripped off from other films. Like the soundtrack, sound effects, and even some props.
Oh, definitely the props. 100% the props.
We should look into that because I'm really curious.
Yeah.
I work at a prop store and I could probably look it up.
Yeah, you should because I actually want to know.
I will. I'll do that in a later episode. Once I've figured it out, I'll bring it back up.
Okay, good.
But
we'll come back to werewolves eventually.
So yeah, original werewolf, dead as fuck at the bottom of a cliff.
They don't even go check. They're just like, yeah, it's dead.
It's fine.
Well, it's great because it was on fire, but fell down to apparently where two waterfalls are convened. So it's like, it's probably doused, but nah, it's dead.
That shit was lit. And then it fell off a cliff. Like, there's no surviving that. Yeah. But it's a fucking mythical beast. Like, who the fuck knows?
Yeah. We'll ask one of those Harry Potter guys about mythical beasts and where to find them.
Yeah.
So, The justice system. How?
Oh, dude! After that scene, the most epic prison montage happens, where it's literally just women getting molested.
It's insanity.
In like the skimpiest fucking prison outfits. Like, this is in Campuna.
Yes, this is in Campuna, where the prison apparently will give you your choice of sexy white lingerie, sexy red lingerie, flip flops if you want them. I saw a pair of Converse sneakers for some reason.
Yeah, I think she was the only one, the protagonist, that got those badass Converse.
No, she got like some nice ass set of like fucking Air Jordans. Like she's about to go break a bunch of ankles at the fucking prison basketball court. Like, come on, check yourself, you stupid poodles. By the way, the Spanish authentic as hell in that movie.
Yes, yeah, the accents are amazing. The warden, God, he is not a Russian. He's legit Hispanic.
It is me, stereotypical Mexican warden. Yeah, puto.
Welcome to
Prisonio de Campuna.
Hang on, I wrote it down. Where's the name of this prison?
Oh yeah,
it's fucking insane.
The prison actually has an advertisement.
It is called Prisión de Campuna 1.
Oh, you're right. I have I got it written down here.
There's like some shitty like After Effects.
Oh man,
like,
dude, that's like
sign
Photoshop
just
project
in the doorway,
number 1.
And that's the only time you ever see what the prison's called. But the prison consists of literally just like a few cells and then an alley. That's the entire prison.
Really weird
rape room.
Yeah, that was weird. And then they reused that for the later on the dead mummy room.
Oh yeah.
But no, that weird hospital that's like 90 times too long.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was weird.
This movie's weird. It's really good. It's just weird.
It's fantastic. We'll give you our honest rating at the end of the episode.
We'll give it a point value out of 9 badgers.
Yes. So moving along with this epic tale. Prison montage tells you everything you need to know about
Prisión de Campuna. Whether or not this was softcore porn.
Oh yeah, no, our beliefs were confirmed right when you enter Prison de Campuna 1. Literally all the guards are just molesting and raping all of the inmates. It's
and none
terrible.
of the guards can hold an accent at all. It switches between a bad Mexican accent and then just
there's a few white dudes in there that are just like mongoloid motherfuckers.
Joseph.
Oh.
Hi there, I'm the guy that played soft in the Goonies. Oh, don't get me with none of them werewolf powers. Oh, that'd be bad.
Oh, hey, chicas. Chicas, you know what I want.
Yeah, you want to suck on my pie for a cigarette?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like, this movie is so fucking over the top.
Oh, hell yeah. My favorite part comes up in my next note.
Is it what I think it is?
Yeah, it's a sad sack.
Yes!
It is
sad sacks. We have the same exact note. It's just 2 words, sad sacks.
Sad sacks.
Anytime anything remotely sad happens in this film, it's just like... usually shots of the moon.
Oh,
but not full yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. But soon. Yeah, one of my notes is just rape guards.
Yeah, actually, I have a whole lot of rape written down. It's actually kind of uncomfortable how much rape is in that beginning part.
It's a lot. Throughout the whole fucking movie.
Actually, there's that whole plot point with the guy raping the chick. And
the warden, once you're introduced to him, he has like this assistant who's just like this older Hispanic lady who Johnny thinks might be Filipino, but he's dead fucking wrong.
Okay, I might be wrong.
And she's always just in like dominatrix attire, just whipping and groping. Like literally, she gives out cigarettes.
She's in a different dominatrix outfit.
Yeah, one of the following scenes, yeah, that's right after sad sacks, is one of the inmates is like extremely addicted to cigarettes. Like she hangs out by the bars and just shakes her back out the bars. Just like, somebody please. And then
I'm jonesing for a smoke.
Can't someone help me? Nobody knows how dry I am. But yeah, dominatrix lady walks up and she's like, you know what I want. And,
oh God!
and what she
Actually,
wants
that's
is to
pretty. Like you might think we're ripping on it, but that's a really accurate, like, recreation of that scene. You know what I want?
Yeah, and it's super weird because what she wants is she wants to, through the bars of the cell, finger bang and titty grope her.
I would say finger blast.
Finger blast. That is what happened.
Yeah, finger banging is too polite. Finger blasting is ridiculous, and that's what happened.
Yeah, so she wants no sexual favors for herself. She wants to give them in return for cigarettes.
Which honestly is not that bad of a. If some guy in prison's like, "Hey, prisoner, you want a pack of cigarettes? Well, fine. I gotta suck your dick first." If I was in prison for a couple of years, I guess I'd be like,
it's not the worst thing that could happen to you.
It could be reversed.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like I'm making money but not working.
Well,
Sick.
I mean,
I guess
if you're like
yeah.
insanely
That's actually what I have written down. Was that, that the chick lets out while she's getting finger blasted. Because
apparently you only get the cigarette if you truly enjoy yourself.
yeah, apparently you have to fake it till you make it.
Yeah. It's just it's just blatantly horrible fake like pleasure, and it's
literally
the
you can
most
see
awkward fucking thing.
That the dominatrix hand is like nowhere near the other chick's like pussy.
It's a great scene. One of the highlights of the film.
Oh yeah,
so good.
Oh yeah, fuck me. Oh shit.
That is exactly how it went down.
That's how it goes down, folks. Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay. So back to our protagonist, who is not important in the least.
I know it's weird. She's not important until like beginning scene. Important, not important until. Honestly, we've already talked. Oh yeah, the cat fight. But by the way, at this point, the protagonist.
Wait, we're not at the cat fight yet. Cool. I just want to get to the point. What? Go on.
I was going to say the American Werewolf ripoff.
Yeah, that's what I have.
It becomes a really blatant American Werewolf ripoff because she starts to see. I know. She starts to see her dead boyfriend who has wounds in totally different spots. Like instead of in the front of the throat, it's like well over on his shoulder and his ear for some reason. And it looks
way better than the original wound. Like the special effects in that scene is so much better than when he initially got murdered.
Oh yeah, no, because you can see the guy's like fake fucking skin just falling off. Like, fuck it looks good enough.
Like shit's actually happening at least. But yeah, he's just there to like give her advice on how to
kill yourself.
Yeah, because he's like,
head, you should kill yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly what he does. He just like shows up to give her advice on how to be a werewolf,
which is kill yourself because being a werewolf is lame.
Yeah, she got nibbled on the shoulder.
Yeah, on the clavicle.
Yeah, on the clavicle. And so he shows up to tell her what's about to happen.
Full moon or kill yourself.
Exactly. Which leads us to the next scene.
Oh,
the alley.
Cat fight.
Cat fight.
Cat fight alley. It's like Streets of Rage in the alley.
It's so good. This chick is just trying to rape another inmate.
No bitch messes with Crystal.
Yeah, exactly. It just fucking turns into a alley brawl because
which is great because
you're not gonna let me rape you.
9 bottles get broken in this scene.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Out of nowhere, every inmate has like a bottle of cheap tequila. Like, oh yeah?
Well, like the guards are like handing out weapons to everyone involved. Like, yeah, let's see some real shit go down.
I want to see someone die.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. But yeah, good old Sarah, our protagonist, who is the she-wolf.
Oh yeah, I forget to keep calling her that instead of werewolf. It's the she-wolf.
Yeah, she straight decimates these bitches.
By the way, real quick, you ever hear that movie? It's like something She-Wolf of the SS.
I have. It wasn't a fake film, like in a Tarantino trailer.
No, that's a different one. This one's like it's like the 70s. It's like a softcore porno from the 70s.
Sounds fake as fuck.
There's like 6 of them, dude.
What?
There's a lot of them. We'll have to watch one eventually.
Future episode. We still gotta do Crash.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna watch a David Cronenberg movie, Crash, because yeah,
we don't have to get into that.
You don't need to know why we picked that movie. We have our reasons.
Don't look it up. just wait for that episode. Who knows when it will be, but it might be episode 2.
So, moving ahead, I have the greatest erotica scene of the sweat is just like water. It's the only way we're going to survive out here.
Yeah, that scene was insane.
And it dragged on. That was like 15 minutes of the movie.
Literally, because of that alley fight, their punishment was to get butt-ass naked. No, they have panties on still.
Panties. They can't show that in not porno.
So they're out in the middle of the desert on a rock, naked except panties. And the only thing they have to survive on out there is each other's sweat. So they just lick it off each other's bodies. And it's not sexy at all.
It's not sexy at all. There's a lot of kneecaps getting licked, so I guess it'd be sexy if you're into that.
That scene actually flaccidized me.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, that scene, like, they're only chained to that rock for, like, I don't know, 3 hours.
Dude, I did not feel like they were in trouble at all.
No, like, they really did not have to be like, oh, man, I'm so thirsty. Better lick your sweat and get even more thirsty because it's sweat, not water.
Fucking salt.
It's all super salty.
That's disgusting.
Nothing gets my motor running like salt.
Makes me sick.
Oh, hey, bonus point. When you actually, after this scene, when you find out the name of the prison, they have a sweet shot of Venice Beach. That was great because it had nothing to do with the prison.
To be fair, this movie is so vague. It doesn't really tell you where Campuna is.
I mean, it's supposed
maybe it's near the beach in SoCal. Campuna, baby.
Maybe.
No, it's in a different country. They were talking about the U.S. Embassy. Oh, remember her cellmate apparently blew up the U.S. Embassy, and that's why she was in there. That is perfect. That's why they have no help.
Yeah, no help because one of the cellmates actually committed to domestic terrorism. But they're like, nah. And the Jamaican's just like, what'd you do? They said I blew up the embassy. Well, I mean, I did, but then they also put a bunch of cocaine in my back. Like, why did they need to do that? You blew up the embassy.
Yeah, they don't need more cause.
They don't need to frame you.
That's
you blew
all
up the
they
embassy.
need. That is all they need.
Ah, man, she killed like 800 people, but shit. Drugs are the only thing that's illegal in Campuna.
Yeah, we better make sure she stays in jail. Give her some of that white stuff, that good.
So after that is when there was that really long, like all the inmates start having sex for some reason. And then it's like the Alice in Chains music video.
Oh, that's when the breakdown hits, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's straight up Alice in Chains breakdown.
I'm the werewolf in the box.
Oh, God, it's fucking terrible.
It was fucking insane. So that's actually when our protagonist, Sarah, becomes our... Get ready for this plot twist, the antagonist. Because she's a fucking werewolf.
Oh, yeah. No one stands a fucking chance.
Fuck.
Also, right around the same time, it goes on to show how the prison's also involved in prostitution. So yeah, that old man.
Oh yeah, there's just some old American guy's like, this person's too loud while I rape. It's really getting in the way of my
The whole
rape.
time he was raping, he was complaining about the prison. It was fucking bullshit.
Man, loudness is it's morally reprehensible. I hate loud noise. Now shut up, you human sack of meat. I'm gonna fuck you.
Yeah. It was really weird because that scene like progresses over the course of time, and
that's another part that's like 15 minutes long.
Yeah, it's really long, and it is actually the protagonist Sarah's cellmate, and she ends up loving it.
Oh yeah,
she ends up loving it very, very much.
Spoiler alert! That's where she goes from being like, no, don't. Ah, shit, fuck me. Come on, fuck me. Ah, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
She has to say "aw shit" like 3 times to generate.
Yeah, this dude's not into it at all. He's just distracted by
the noises. He's thinking about like his bank. He's like, my accounts are low. The noise is too high. Oh man, I hate Campuna.
This is the loudest prison I've ever been in.
This prison's got too much noise. I can't hear the girl I'm raping. Damn.
I can't come.
How am I supposed to satisfy my lover if I can't hear the rhythms of her body?
I cannot come. I cannot. Yeah, that was poor taste, that scene, I think.
That was very poor taste. We here at our unnamed podcast are not for rape.
We're open to laugh at anything.
But that was just stupid as shit.
It was.
It
really
was dumb. It was very tasteless. The greatest movie from 2006. Rape was funnier back then, I guess. I don't know why they included this.
For some reason, I feel like it would have been more okay if, like, she didn't end up, like, fucking loving it.
Yeah, no, she was super into it. And the guy, again,
I feel like it's telling the audience, like, just rape. Like,
just keep
don't
going.
like it. Eventually.
Look, it's a do or do not thing. If you start, you got to finish that task. No one likes a quitter. No one likes a rape quitter.
No one likes a quitter, not even the victim.
Yeah, that was very tasteless. So, now that Sarah, our protagonist, has become full-on werewolf in the greatest twist with the skin suit.
Oh, skin sack. I love that part.
One of the girls in the catfight got pretty bad bruises. That's it. She's so upset about those bruises.
Well, she was the rapist. She was mad because she couldn't rape.
And she got like 3 bruises.
Yeah. The guard even made a point to say, like, wow, you look like shit.
You look terrible with those 3 bruises.
You're ugly. I don't even think I would prison rape you now.
I came in full hard, and now I see you, and now I'm only half hard.
Yeah, this is the same chick, by the way, that's extremely addicted to cigarettes and will do anything for a pack.
Even suck a dude's dick for a carton and a bottle of tequila. That's probably pee.
Well, that's what she was going to do, but then she was like, wait, I'll do it for free.
If you let me go in there with a mag light like it's Doom 3, beat the shit out of Sarah.
Oh, Doom 3.
Seriously, he hands her that
reference.
mag light and she's like, yeah, no, this is perfect. That gun you have?
Well, it
stupid.
is. Dude, you could totally squish someone's cranium with a mag light.
But that's the thing, like, that's a lethal ass weapon. He's like,
well,
no, don't hurt her too bad. Just take this lethal instrument.
Oh, you say that? I don't remember him saying that.
He said something like that.
I think he didn't give a fuck. Because right when she hit the skin sack, like a bunch of blood sprayed everywhere, and he was just like, good.
Now I'm back to being full hard.
Yeah. But then, yeah, she picks up the empty skin sack. She's
Sarah looks like she's sitting on the crapper, and then Crystal is her name. I just remembered. Crystal hits her with the mag light, and then it turns out it's just a skin sack. And the werewolf, Sarah, had been standing in the corner, invisible, apparently. Oh, that was great.
Yeah. So, werewolf Sarah proceeds to fuck shit up hard.
It goes on a rampage.
Oh, she bites guard's hand off. Then
he's walking around like, my hand.
Yeah, he's showing it to all the other inmates.
He's not even screaming.
He's been disarmed.
That's a running thing in this movie. Is no one reacts very like hard to anything. They're just like, oh no, that was my favorite jerking hand.
Yeah. Oh god, I had a thorough blast watching this film with you, Johnny.
A lot of people get killed in a werewolf montage. Honestly, that part was okay.
That's when she like thoroughly fucks it up, right?
Yeah,
like it's just a continued thing. Yeah,
that's when the warden, who somehow is like, I don't believe your werewolf story. He's like, God damn it, I've always believed in werewolves, darter.
Yeah.
He did 180s on this werewolf thing immediately. He's like, nah, darter.
That was bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
He had Sarah in prison because he's like, you're fucking crazy. There's no such thing as a werewolf. His dominatrix assistants saying the same shit. You're fucking crazy. I'm going to tickle your nipple. And then immediately, 3/4 into the film, he's like, we can make a lot of money off of this shit.
Oh, man,
I don't know why I'm doing Southern accent. They're all Hispanic. Terrible Hispanic accents.
It's easier just to give them a dumb-sounding Southern accent.
Yeah, we're not going to try and come off all racist and shit.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like the adios, mayos.
Yeah, it's like...
They don't put any effort into the accents, neither will we.
I'm pretty sure Warden's a Russian guy, because...
I told you he was, because he starts out Russian, and like he slides into like a Mexican accent halfway through a line of dialogue, and then he just slides into like a regular accent, like just generic Californian accent, like, stop there, comrade. You better get off of my ranch, eh? Or I'm going to hurt you really bad. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. That shit is over the top.
So
I mean, they could have just like cast Hispanic people to play those roles.
Yeah, they could have, but now a bunch of white people make the perfect prison guards in Mexico.
You're right. Which leads us to one of the following scenes, which is big retard mongoloid guard.
Oh God,
Rachel, who is Sarah's.
This is a little bit further on.
Is it? Maybe I'm losing track, man.
He's losing a little track.
Oh, empty skin Maglite. Oh yeah, and then I have a note that just says rape is good.
Because that was the guy.
Yeah,
that's fine. We've already covered that.
Because the rape scene starts earlier, and then it keeps going back to it, and then she like every time you see him, like she's like loving it more and more.
Yeah, it's really not good.
Oh yeah, this is where Crystal makes that threat. No, not Crystal. It's the one that's in the infirmary at the time. She's like, I'm gonna separate her tits from her body.
Oh yeah, what a great threat!
That is pretty scary.
It's very creative. I've never heard that. If someone's like, Johnny, I'm gonna separate your tits from your body, like, holy shit, man. Yeah. I'm sorry. What'd I do?
No, I would be a little terrified, honestly. Yeah. Especially if it was coming from a short Hispanic woman.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck do you have to do to just deserve that? And all she did was defend herself in an alley fight.
Yeah, and it's great because that's when one of the straight up naked chicks just runs in there, and I don't know if you notice this, but when the werewolf grabs that second chick that shows up, it rips her tits off.
I did not notice that.
It rips her tits off, like straight up.
That must have happened really fast.
It happens really fast. It goes back to her, and then she just has like her lungs are out.
Oh, is that when she grabs her from behind the curtain?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But
not even the chick that made the threat. It just arbitrarily rips off.
I'll show you ripping tits.
Look, are you impressed with my ability?
Yeah. And then that chick runs away
through the really long hospital.
Oh my God. Just they took like one shot and just recycled it over like and over again.
For a second, it was just like I half expected the werewolf to be like unmasked. It's like old man Jake and shit.
Yeah, that's the part where we were humming the Russian sword dance. Oh, yeah. Oh God, it was goofy as fuck. So yeah, and she catches up to that chick and can't quite remember how she gets murdered, but
it wasn't important. She just gets killed.
Yeah, just a few chomps or some shit.
Yeah, the warden shows up at that point and then darts her with the biggest darts I've ever seen to knock her out.
I feel like this is way far ahead.
No. This is I've got.
Oh, this is where he first captures her.
Yeah, she gets captured as a werewolf a couple of times. She's not very good at being a werewolf.
It's funny that you wrote down that part because it's actually important to the story. All I wrote down is bullet loading montage. So sick.
Yeah, I wrote down huge darts. Nothing else.
Dude, that bullet loading montage though was so badass. He was like taking his sweet ass time, just looking like a total badass, chugging down tequila, fucking like fucking his revolver with the bullets.
I half imagine like taking care of business was supposed to be playing there.
Yeah, that bastard was so cocky. He's like, there's a fucking mythical beast coming for me, but I'm gonna down some tequila and fuck my revolver with his bullets. Yeah, that's right before he shows up and doesn't even use those bullets and darts the fucking werewolf.
Yeah, 3 times. And the werewolf is confused every time. He's like, oh, darts? They're huge. And he gets shot.
The darts were huge. The gun was tiny. The darts were gigantic. It didn't make any sense.
No sense. Yeah. So, honestly, nothing.
This is actually where the Mongoloid failed sex attempt happened.
That is great. Because this is when... Like after this part, a whole lot of nothing happens. Like the big Mongoloid guard's like, oh, pretty lady. And Sarah, the protagonist, cellmate, is like,
Rachel.
Rachel. Yeah. You wanna fuck me?
I'm so tired of all these women.
And then Mongoloid's like, oh yeah, I really would like to experience putty tang for once.
Dude, he had like no lines until the very end of his life.
That's how I wish I went out, just silent right until I died. Like, oh yeah, pretty girl, wanna have sex.
Well, I mean, for this scene, he had no lines. He's just like, he just like opened the cage, tried to pull his dick out, but his downfall was not being able to pull his dick out fast enough.
Well, he was trying to pull his dick out while she still had her pants on. Like she was fully clothed, and he's like, "Oh, I better put wiener near girl."
Yeah. I mean, that's true. But anyway, like, he gets slammed in the chrome dome with the top of a toilet.
It was like that part from Saw, except for way funnier.
Yeah, it was way funnier because I'm pretty sure when he got here, he was like, "No."
Tangent. Remember when we watched that terrible Paul Walker movie, Brick Mansions, and they hit that dude in the head with a brick, and then they played like the bird sound effect?
I remember nothing of that film.
That was a hell of a way to
nothing.
tribute Paul Walker being dead as shit.
Was that his last film?
That was his last film.
That's horrible. It wasn't even
the a Fast and Furious movie.
Saga, dude. That sucks.
He went out some stupid ass parkour movie or something. So Rachel gets Sarah and they escape. And this is when things start to speed up a little bit.
And this is also when you start really caring about the characters. Like, you're attached.
Yeah. If you can tell by the fact that we just got done watching this movie and we remember all of their names and their plights in perfect order.
Johnny, we've already said that we've taken notes. They can hear the crumpling of the paper.
Probably.
So you can't fool these people. They're too smart, bro. Too smart, bro.
So they're on the run, and this is when they get Badger.
I love Badger.
I love Badger, but it's great because they get cornered by Marcus, who is the song.
Marcus, the random Asian man that just appeared out of nowhere,
who's also the casting director, the line director,
and the man
werewolf
who is in the werewolf costume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is weird because the werewolf is way taller than Marcus. So because Marcus is technically the werewolf,
yes,
Sarah can't turn into the werewolf, so she turns into this half Klingon, half I just bought a pair of fake vampire teeth from the dollar store.
Right, but before that happens, do you remember when Rachel keeps tripping? They're running. They're running for their lives, and Rachel just keeps falling over. Apparently, Sarah's just a badass because she's a werewolf now, so she can run for fucking ever. But Rachel keeps tripping. She's tired. She's sweaty. She falls, and Sarah's standing there, and she's like, "What are you doing? Get up!" But
oh my god!
She uses her super werewolf sniffing ability, and in the middle of her superpower moment, she gets bashed in the back of the dome with a rifle.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I can smell two gross, sweaty mongoloids at farther distance than her.
Same, dude, because
she's like,
I felt like we were about to be impressed.
Yeah, I was like, what's that smell, man? And she just gets clocked in the goddamn head.
She didn't even finish sniffing. She was like,
I forgot about that part for a second. That shit was great.
I had to write that down, dude. It says sniffing rifle whip.
I'm not gonna lie. That part is now adding 2 to the score I'm about to assign this movie.
Good. But all jokes aside, no matter how good we say this movie is during the explanation, we have to give it a real review.
Yeah.
Well, not review, just a rating.
Yeah. Like I said, out of 9 Badgers, we'll assign this a point.
Yeah, because this is not a review. This is a shorter explanation. Not much shorter, actually. We're getting...
Yeah, actually, we're almost at the runtime of the movie. We're about a half hour away.
But to be real with you, this podcast is probably more entertaining than the movie.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, us describing this is probably going to be... Unless you're a fan of softcore werewolf porn.
Dude, softcore's extinct.
Yeah, you're right.
I just... you have to be like a psychopath to watch that. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
I still have an imagination.
My inner kid jerking it, so am I.
Oh, God.
So, my next note after this would be...
children. I'm sorry.
Yeah, better just down that beer. I'm going to down a bit more of this here vodka. So...
we're getting close to the end of this film, man.
Yeah. So Badger, by the way, is
ooh. Let's not explain his physique until that part. My favorite part of the entire film.
Badger, which they say is manager early in the film.
Yeah, the warden's really bad with words.
I think that might have been actual like tequila that dude was drinking.
Yeah,
he's like Gary Busey, like I'm a method actor.
Yeah, because the first time he brings up Badger, he's like, "Call the manager." We're like, "What? You're the warden, bro."
Yeah,
there's no complaint.
There's a werewolf in my prison. I want a refund.
Give me back my money. Like he's paying to be there.
So Badger shows up after. This is great. So Sarah has become the wolf witch after she gets pistol whipped. If you don't remember.
Yeah, she got beat down, but then did she immediately turn?
Yeah, she just immediately becomes the fucking wolf chick. So
yeah, but because Marcus was the guy in the werewolf costume, she couldn't fully turn into the werewolf because who would be in the werewolf costume?
Yeah.
So she turned into like some weird like witch lady with a Klingon forehead.
And they literally just got like dollar store fake as shit vampire teeth and put them in her mouth. It's insane.
There's just like some stupid ass like iMovie like effect on her face. Oh, yeah, making the forehead bulge and the chin bulge. It's the greatest.
Yeah, it was great.
Terrifying. That was probably.
Oh yeah, because she disarms Marcus.
Oh yeah,
by ripping his arm off and then ripping his face off.
Yeah, and then fucking Badger calls it into the warden. He's like, "You disarmed Marcus," and then it pans over to Marcus, and his whole fucking face is caved
Which is great because the warden's obviously like, "Oh, thank God, Marcus was my favorite. He was only disarmed."
His whole face is caved in.
It's insanity.
He is not alive. He's not just disarmed.
He is extremely dead.
I think he was like trying to go with a pun for that, but like
to show how cool he is about death. He's like, "Oh yeah, Marcus is totally dead. He's just disarmed."
But little did the warden know, he was also defaced
and de-lifed.
Yes, Marcus is donezo, bro.
So, Badger.
Good old Badger
comes up with an actual good idea in that he realizes that Rachel's important to Wolf Witch Sarah.
Yes.
And holds her at gunpoint to try and lure Sarah to him.
Right.
And Sarah actually defeats the whole thing by getting shot at a couple of times and just shows up right next to him and throws him down a hill.
Oh yeah, those bullets were badass too that he was shooting
they
off.
Exploded like random pieces of leaves.
Yeah.
Like
you would shoot him off and then it would like pan over to where Sarah's supposed to be at and then just like a spark would show up in a leaf. Like what the fuck is happening?
And it's great because they cut the scene so she's not even in shot when the sparks happen.
Right. I think he was using incendiary bullets, bro.
I heard some kind of wolf witch better use my grenades.
Well, he's a Badger, dude. He's supposed to be the ultimate badass. He's that one guy you don't want to fuck with in this movie. And then he shows up and you see him, and that's where we're at, about to describe his physique. He's the most badass motherfucker of all time.
So he falls down the cliff, and I'll let Charlie.
Slight gradient, I would call it.
Yeah, honestly, he probably didn't need to roll so many times.
He tumbled. Yeah. But like dramatically, it was dope.
He falls into the bamboo.
He's a good actor, that guy.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Charlie,
it was bamboo.
Take away how he gets back up the hill. That's your favorite part.
This is my favorite part of the film. So it goes back to Sarah and Rachel, shows them kind of like getting their shit together, getting ready to actually like get the fuck out of there. And then sure enough, Badger's okay. He gets up, he gets out of the bamboo. But there is a slight concrete raise.
Not a rock.
Badger's probably like a 45 to 50-year-old overweight white male.
The most lethal predator.
With a shitty little cop mustache. But this concrete's in his way. He's got to get over it.
But how's he do it?
Oh, He sits his fucking ass down on the concrete, then lifts his legs over with his hands, then stands up while making a fat guy grunt. And then starts hiking back up the slight gradient.
For those not in the know, essentially he rode side saddle on that rock and then just stood up.
Yeah, they were really trying to make this guy badass as fuck, but like killed it with that scene. It was the best fucking scene, dude. He was out of breath and like fucking just sweaty and shit.
It's the badger's only natural predator. Uphill. Slowing.
Uphill.
Damn it, boss. I'm gonna charge triple for this. Also, he works for the warden. Why is he like, man, it's going to cost you a lot more for me to do it? It's like, no, I'm your boss. I already pay you a lot.
I think he's like an outside contractor, dude, because he's like, call the warden or the manager.
Call the manager.
I think he's the prison's manager, dude.
The piece de resistance.
Yeah.
At this point, my memory gets a little foggy because
you stopped taking notes, didn't you?
I took notes, but we skip ahead from that to in my notes. We skip ahead from that to the terrible Photoshop moon. I actually forget how Badger captures Sarah.
Fuck.
I don't think they showed it. I think he just walked up the hill and all of a sudden they were captured.
This movie does that a lot, so I wouldn't doubt it. Like, we probably blinked and all of a sudden they were in the like
they just came up and was like, oh, damn, that guy came uphill? Fuck. He's still resilient for his age.
Yeah. What I have next is it. Yeah, I mean, I didn't write anything down for the captures, so I think that's what did go down because I like skipped ahead to the weird sponge bath party. You remember that shit?
Yeah, they were like, randomly cult sponge bathing a new inmate. Oh, they were doing it to Rachel, but the new inmates were doing it to Rachel.
Was it Rachel?
Yeah, because she was bait again.
Yeah, so Rachel's buck ass naked, just getting a bunch of sponges on her nigga bod. It was a cool scene. I mean,
yeah, I guess. I mean,
I had a semi.
A sponge bath. I don't know. It doesn't really do it for me. It seems like a lot of work.
I would love one. I've never had a sponge bath.
I mean, I would just take a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be kind of gross, actually.
Right? Like the sponge is just getting full of like your werewolf tongues juice.
Shit flakes.
Yeah.
Fucking like all sorts of crap.
So,
yeah, never mind. I don't want a sponge bath anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it. Oh, man. So the warden's plot at this point is to exhibit Sarah turning into a werewolf in front of a bunch of Americans because apparently that's like a market that just no one had tapped into because that shit's full as fuck when they cut to it. They just cut to this room full of mummies. Yeah. Not like alive mummies.
And there's a claymore as well.
Yeah, there's a claymore.
Not just mummies.
There was a weird poster too for like, I don't know. It was like one of those wanted dead or alive posters you get from like a ghost town. Yeah. Like the one thing.
Souvenir shop, dude.
These are my most precious memory.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the props from this movie were actually bought in souvenir shops.
Actually, that's a plot point. Is that there are too many like recycled props from other movies? Because I swear to God,
Johnny thinks he knows shit.
I swear to God, if you watch the werewolf transformation in this scene, they reuse like the dog scene, like dog Thing transformation from the 1982 Thing movie. It's like the same goddamn thing. It even splits apart all weird.
Yeah, it does split apart very similar. Like, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if it was, but at the same time, I would be surprised if that production company could afford that prop.
Probably why everything else was so cheap. That prop was probably a lot of money.
That does make sense, I guess.
That werewolf costume, shit.
Their whole budget
that werewolf
went to
costume
that
was just a gorilla
prop.
costume with a fucking wolf head on top.
Yeah, honestly, the werewolf transformation scene. Oh my God, I'm stuttering, dude. Too much beer in my life.
I was gonna say that it was too much spookiness for you.
That's what it really is.
Yeah,
the werewolf transformation scene in this movie is about 1,000,000 times better than American Werewolf in Paris. It is of the highest caliber. Recycled props, like thin tan trash bags hanging for flesh.
Oh my God.
It was amazing.
So, as amazing as it is, it cuts to a weird, just nonsensical. Again, the warden's got Sarah tied up. She's about to be all werewolfed out in front of a collection of dudes that the warden found.
Right.
And
yeah,
they just start beating Rachel for no real reason. It's really weird.
Like to bring the werewolf out of her.
Like faster, it's like, yeah, the werewolf's coming, but just too damn slow. Gotta beat this chick.
It is a full moon tonight. We don't have time to wait for that shit. So let's beat
already
her friend
late
in
at
front
night.
of her and just get her pissed because she's like the Hulk. You get her mad enough, she'll do it.
Fun fact, werewolves are like the Hulk.
Yes, that is a fact.
You wouldn't like me when the moon's full and I'm also angry and you're beating my girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah. So they just beat her ass, draw a bunch of blood, nothing happens. Mm-hmm. Oh, here comes the full moon.
Great paper. Just a terrible picture of the moon, not like an actual shot. And the moon rises. It comes from behind the prison to the top of the night sky in like a half a second. So it's like, what? Night.
Yeah, it was definitely like a JPEG.
It was definitely what the scientists would call not physically possible.
Yeah, exactly. That shit flew out of the fucking horizon. Like, oh, hey, am I late?
Oh, I'm the moon.
Yeah, that shit fucking hauled ass.
How great would it have been if it was the moon from the Mighty Boosh?
Oh, that would have been dope.
That would have been sick. That would have made this movie a 10 out of 10.
Just like covered in whipped cream.
Oh, I'm the moon.
So yeah, that triggers her autism.
So as she's transformer gating into this here werewolf, they somehow managed to work in one of the props from the 1982 The Thing.
Johnny thinks he knows shit. Again, here he goes.
I swear to God, it's the dog transformation scene.
It looks a lot like it.
Like it splits apart in almost the same way. Like I just half expected to start like vomiting blood, urine everywhere. It was pretty insane. So turns into the werewolf, obviously breaks out, starts massacring people that really honestly have not done anything wrong. They paid for some weird like werewolf, yeah, right, and then all of a sudden there's an actual werewolf killing people.
Yeah, they just showed up for some weird Campoon donkey show, and then they paid the fucking ultimate price.
They paid the ultimate price.
Yeah.
And this sequence is interspersed with scenes of a dude just randomly stabbing some other guy.
Yeah, this was one of the weirdest parts.
It's edited very odd. Like
the werewolf's tearing shit up, and it's like doing these like quick cutaways to like just scenes of like the people running for their lives getting stabbed with a knife.
And then that lady falls on the ground, and then like a bottle hits her in the head, like a plastic bottle. She's like, boom, and she dies. It's a very odd sequence. So
yeah, unfortunately, the climax of this film is done very poorly.
It's done pretty damn bad.
Yeah, because the only thing I can think of is there's a guy in the crowd with a knife, and he's
I brought my werewolf knife.
He's so terrified that he just flails around with it and like hits people that aren't werewolves.
Yeah, they don't deserve to be stabbed because they're trying to leave too.
Yeah.
But this brings up a good point because while that guy's stabbing people, the werewolf is chomping down on some random chick.
This is where the hero comes in?
This is where the hero comes in. This dude, which honestly, now that I think about it, he looks like he just walked out of like the WWE like wrestling roster.
Dude, he's a knight in shining armor.
He jumps up in the air and smashes a fucking bottle.
Fucking Michael Jordan slam dunk on this werewolf's fucking cranium.
Tongue out and everything.
Yeah.
Slams a bottle and then is so hurt that the bottle doesn't kill the werewolf. He's like, oh man, that was my favorite bottle. My dad gave that to me for graduating Goon College.
Dude, he was so sure that bottle was going to do some serious damage to this gigantic beast.
Like maybe if he was like, this is my bottle full of silver. Nope, just a regular bottle. The guy gets dismembered.
I feel like he didn't have a real strategy.
Yeah, it was probably, again, he probably just graduated goon college. And was just,
He's been in a lot of bar fights, thought it would work on
the
fucking
ball
werewolf.
usually ends with the guy dead. What the hell?
Yeah. So Werewolf felt
murders
it.
him.
Werewolf felt it for sure because it turned around and like tore him to
I actually
fucking
think
shreds.
the werewolf even like grabbed its head. It was like, oh,
I'm dazed.
oh man, you fucking stunned me with that one. Now you're dead. And it leads to the most tragic moment of the film. Badger dies. Shock.
Oh, dude. By far least favorite part of the film, dude. Badger
Tragic.
is my role model, my hero. I will never forget Badger.
If we all could take a moment of silence and pray to be strong men like Badger,
Yes.
maybe we too will beat our battles with uphill slopes.
Slight gradients.
Slight gradient. 4-degree angle hill. So, Badger, by the way, the warden and his mistress, I assume they're just in a relationship, honestly.
But they won't fuck.
They never have actual sex. They just have this weird donkey foreplay.
They weird like donkey trainer foreplay.
Yeah, hit me. Oh,
then
man, I hate my life.
Yeah, and then they like violently grab each other's faces and kiss, and then push each other away, and that's it. So there's something weird going on there.
I love is forbidden, but we're the only people who are in charge here, so it's whatever. So the warden tries to run away again, even though the werewolf is like 5 fucking feet away. Warden can't miss the shot. He just runs away, and Badger's like, "Come back here with them silver bullets, pendejo!
Stupid butcher!"
Warden obviously doesn't comply, so Badger whips out his fucking sword knife. And
I'm gonna say it, dude. Warden's a fucking coward.
Warden's a coward.
What the hell is that thing?
I don't fucking know. It's spooky, dude. Kill it. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. There's an insect. It's huge, like the
It's a
size.
wonder of God's creation.
It's the size of a fucking dollar bill flying around.
God, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Insane.
So,
Scary bugs in your
scary
house,
bugs,
Johnny.
everybody.
With wings, the worst of the worst.
Yeah. I want to just watch it real quick.
Like a fucking potato bug with wings.
Ugh.
All right.
So, yeah, Badger whips out his sword, tries to stab the werewolf.
Like a fucking noble knight, dude. He pulls out his sword.
Knight in balding armor.
Big bellied armor.
Werewolf grabs his hand, and a key costume point to Badger is that he's wearing rifle bullets, even though he never carries a rifle. Werewolf taps a bullet with the knife, sets off all of the bullets, which sets off a pair of grenades that blow Badger's fucking head off and lands in the aftermath.
See, I didn't know that the werewolf hit a bullet. I didn't know it was a cool ass weapon chain reaction. I thought like the werewolf just like pulled the ring on a grenade with the sword.
The werewolf just looked at the grenades flooding, like, oh fuck, it's a werewolf. And blew up.
There's this shitty fucking like DOS effect, like sparks happening.
There was a lot of shitty stuff going on.
Yeah, I couldn't really make it out, honestly. So the way you saw it is way cooler.
Yeah, because that's how it happened. It was great.
So the werewolf taps a bullet.
Bullets light the grenade.
Starts a crazy action movie, chain of events.
The grenade takes out Badger, or knocks his head off. Paper mache Muppet head lands on the ground, and the werewolf is just like, meh, and leaves.
The prop head for Badger is the best thing I've ever seen. It is like straight out of Sesame Street.
It's so bad.
It has a completely different color of hair on its head and
Different
mustache.
shape.
It's got big, giant white eyes with just black pupils. It's the funniest fucking thing. It's great.
It's fantastic.
But always remember the boy Badger.
Always remember.
Never forget.
We will start pouring one out for Badger with every podcast episode.
Yes.
In fact, I think a score out of however many Badgers we're going to assign a movie is going to be our standard.
How many Badgers?
How many Badgers does this movie earn?
God.
So, to put things on like a nice ending, the Warden's mistress changes clothes for some reason. She's got the most costume changes in the movie. It tops off at like 30 or something.
Yeah, they're like running to his office, and like in that run, somehow she changes clothes.
From one skin-tight leather outfit to another in a different color. It's insane.
She must have just torn off the top layer and
probably
had another one under it. I try to justify these terrible, terrible editing mistakes.
Efficient dominatrix.
Yes.
So, Werewolf is coming. Even though the Warden has silver bullets and he says not to grab any guns, she grabs a machine gun.
Before that, though, he's like, the werewolf's coming in the room and he's like popping off silver bullet rounds.
Hey, you know how expensive those bullets would be? Like, each bullet's like $50.
Yeah. He runs a prison, though. He's well off, right?
He's well off. He just had that sweet werewolf peep show. He could probably afford it.
Yeah. Campuna prison budget, bro.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, the werewolf's coming in, busting through the door, breaking that shit down, and he's popping off silver bullet rounds, counting down how many he has left. So he's missing terribly.
Oh yeah, I think he hits it in the hand, and then he hits it like in the hip.
Yeah, or something. Because like every time he shoots, like the werewolf recoils in fear or pain.
I guess, but like again, the editing's not too hot in this part.
No, not at all.
You can kind of tell their budget ran pretty dry at this part.
But then the dominatrix steps up
with a machine gun with unlimited bullets, and for 45 seconds just lays bullet, which is great because the werewolf is just, they show it getting hit and it's reacting, but like there's no blood or anything like that. It's just cartoon like gun flashes.
Yeah, all of a sudden this werewolf is like Superman. These bullets are not affecting it at all. It's just walking, like still coming at him.
Last son of the full moon.
Yeah, it's very confusing because like earlier in the movie it was affected by shit like that.
Yeah, I mean the original werewolf took a flaming piece of wood and like ran away.
Yeah, that one died just from falling down a cliff.
Knife and silver bullets. But
so yeah, she had a machine gun with unlimited bullets.
Yeah, but she stops shooting. Werewolf comes in, kills both of them. Well, actually, no, kills the mistress. The warden tries to leave. Again, even though the werewolf is so close, he can just blow its brains out. And then one of these random inmates who's not in the movie, and they just justify it by like, oh yeah, she was in another room the entire film. Just stabs him with Badger's sword. And he's like, no, even though the door was open, I don't know how I didn't see you. And he dies for like a minute.
He runs straight into her blade.
And he dies for like a minute. It's crazy.
The shot was great too, because he just stopped. Like it's just him running out of the room. You're in front of him, and he just stops, like in shock, like.
I should have looked before I left. And
then blood just starts seeping out of his mouth.
So, the Rachel comes in with this new inmate. Rachel's like, Sarah, it's me. And Sarah's like, I'm a werewolf now, it doesn't matter. And goes against everything the movie was showing that she's 100% in control. And just starts biting Rachel. And so the new inmate, like, it's weird because this part's not edited very well. So it's like a snapshot, but it looks like she shoots Rachel. But then it hits Sarah. And then the worst, it looked like, you ever see that show where the girl could become a puddle of terrible CGI water?
Yeah, that was Alex Mack.
Was that?
I believe so.
Okay. So she like Alex Max from a werewolf dude into like a tiny prison chick. And like she's totally dead. They get closer. Rachel's like, make sure you kill yourself. Or Sarah's like, make sure you kill yourself because now I bit you and you're a werewolf. And dies. And
the other inmate says the same shit.
Yeah, but they have no more silver bullets. You know what you have to
do, right?
So they leave the prison. Again, they're just in the wilderness, and they're walking, and then the inmate who shows up for no goddamn reason hands Rachel a revolver, and it's like, what do you want me to do with this? And Rachel's like, the other inmate's like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you just kill yourself later. And then just, the end.
No, Rachel gave the other inmate the revolver because she's going to need it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. They look really close. They might have been twins.
Yeah. So,
but they got no silver bullets.
all that's saying is Rachel doesn't give a fuck about human life. She's gonna go live her Campuna life, be a fucking werewolf, and kill as many people as she needs to. And it's the other inmate's responsibility to put her down, Lassie style, in the woods, or desert.
To be perfectly honest, when they flash the R.L. Stine Goosebumps inspired The End, I half expected like a question mark to come flying up out of nowhere.
You mean a G? Oh, I was thinking of the title.
No, not the
entrance.
Goosebumps G.
Yep, just the shadow flying over all of the scenery.
That's right. R.L. Stine has gotten terrible at writing. So I was expecting them to like announce like The End? Werewolf in Campuna?
I honestly wish there was a sequel.
Honestly, if there was, I'd watch it. So
the movie literally ends on the most epic cliffhanger of all time. Rachel is a werewolf.
And doesn't
what
even
are
give a
they
shit.
gonna do about it?
So, Charlie, we're coming to the end of our time with this topic now, seeing as we are 2 minutes away from the runtime of this movie.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
Good fucking riddance.
What's your honest score out of, let's say, 9 badgers? How many badgers?
9? Why 9?
Because 9
That's
badgers.
That's a weird number.
I know. 9 badgers, how many badgers? And you can give fractal like badgers. You can give like a half badger or a quarter of a badger.
Okay. Werewolf in women's prison.
Mm-hmm.
I will give that film. Can I give it 2 different ratings? One for horror, one for softcore porn?
Yes, actually, we'll do that.
Okay. For the softcore porn, I will give Werewolf in women's prison 1.5 badgers.
Out of 9, that's
1.5 badgers out of 9. It was not sexy at all.
It was not erotic.
It was terrible. Just nudity for the sake of nudity.
Yeah.
In the horror sense, I will give it 0 badgers. 0 badgers. But I'm going to give it one more set of badges. Entertainment factor. I will give it a solid 5 badges. 5 badges for entertainment. I had a great time watching that shit.
It was fantastic watching it.
Terrible fucking movie. Great time.
Yeah.
What about you, Johnny?
All right. If we're going to play by the 3 badger scores, I would give it for softcore porn 1 badger.
1 badger. That's half of a badger less than I gave it.
Yes.
So I was more aroused than you.
Yes. I dug that one chick with big knockers. Outside of that, the movie was just too weird. For horror, again, 0 badgers. I was not scared.
Not in the slightest.
Not a single moment of it actually could scare me. I'm more afraid of like breaking glass and that shit.
Yeah, and it's funny because like the movie actually tried. Like it wasn't.
It tried really. It was too serious.
Yeah, it wasn't like a blatant comedy. Like there was funny parts, but like it actually tried to be something that it could never fucking be.
Yeah,
a horror movie.
So, final score, entertainment value. I will actually give it 7 badgers.
Damn.
Almost a full 9 badgers there.
You had a really good time, didn't you?
I had a fantastic time. Again, if you guys haven't already done so, go ahead, go on YouTube, check it out. Werewolf in a Women's Prison. Full movie's on there. It's literally like the first option. It's an hour and 22 minutes, same as this podcast. And I guess with that one, we'll see you next time.
Before we go, though, I mean, this is where you'd normally like plug shit.
Oh.
Like we're going to make a Facebook, all that social media bullshit. So once we come up with a name, we'll start doing plugs and shit.
Yeah. Pretend we have a plug and we're prepared.
Yeah. But the last thing I want to add to this is buy the DVD. Don't watch it on YouTube. Support art. I mean, the production company for this movie is definitely not around anymore, so you're not stealing from anyone. But buy that DVD because it's never come to Blu-ray.
No, it's never come to Blu-ray.
And that concludes episode 1 of the No Named Currently podcast.
No Name Currently, coming soon to you.
Oh, so sick. I'm Charles Warren.
I'm John Kangra.
See you guys next time.
Bye.